minds intertwine, conversation so sublime. From superheroes to sci-fi, paint and dye, board games and more, oh my. Comic books to TV, movies for you and me. Music, Legos and lights, wrestling, talking, staying up nights. Magic, roleplay and more, it's almost like the old store. Underneath the neon lights, we find new heights. No judgment or exclusion, acceptance is the conclusion. We'll pull you back from the edge, from Tiffany to Gamersledge. Twitch.tv/Gamersledge. So pull you back from the edge, from Tiffany to Gamersledge. Twitch.tv/Gamersledge. It's a place with positivity, somewhere you can come and be. If you've got nowhere to go, hang with us and you will know. We all need to hang out with friends, that's why you're at Gamersledge. Mark, Shank, and Crow, and Jimmy, Alexi, Dan, Tom, Matt, David, and you and me. Underneath the neon lights,
smile.
we find new heights. No judgment or exclusion, acceptance is the conclusion. We'll pull you back from the edge, from Tiffany to Gamersledge. Twitch.tv/Gamersledge. It's a place of positivity, somewhere you can come and be. If you've got nowhere to go, hang with us and you will know. We all need to hang out with friends, that's why you're at Gamersledge. Mark, Shank, and Crow, and Jimmy, Alexi, Dan, Tom, Matt, David, and you and me. Underneath the neon lights, we find new heights. No judgment or exclusion. Twitch.tv/Gamersledge. Twitch.tv/Gamersledge. Underneath the neon lights, we find new heights. No judgment or exclusion. Twitch.tv/Gamersledge. Mark, Shank, Ken, Crow, and Jimmy, Lex, T,
Star Wars.
Dan,
Smile.
Matt, Dave, and you and me. Underneath the neon lights, we find new heights. No judgment or exclusion. Mark, Shank, Ken, Crow, and Jimmy, Lex, T, Dan, Tom, Matt, Dave, and you and me. Underneath the neon lights, we find new heights. No judgment or exclusion. Twitch.tv/Gamersledge.
testimony is hearing very...
Wong and his assistant, Mary Nelson, have vanished.
All the computers indicate that whatever caused it came from somewhere in the Pacific.
We'll start searching that area immediately.
Or in other words, greetings and salutations, lords, ladies, and gentlemen, friends of any persuasion. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Gamersledge. I'm one of your hosts, Mark, and joining me in the Discord is a Dan.
Hey.
And a Ken.
What up?
And a Tom.
Hello.
And a Crowdad.
Hello.
And I kickstarted a game a while back called DungeonBox. It was supposed to kind of be like, Jackbox, but for D&D, kind of. It uses some AI DMing, and we know that Ken's going to be Chaos Incarnate, but there's voting. I don't know anything really about the game other than they just sent me the beta code, and I'm like, oh, this might be fun to test. So here we are. So if you want to join, dungeon.box, and then you enter the code OTBQ on your...
What is this nonsense?
What?
That is the messed up stuff. Have you looked at the characters?
No. I mean, other than...
There's Ranger, awesome. Paladin, cool. Hold on. Rogue, which is blacked out. I guess I can't choose Rogue.
Yeah,
Sorcerer looks cool. Wizard is a frog. There's another wizard. There's a cleric. The fighter is a garden gnome.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the room code?
OTBQ.
Thank you.
The DPS as a garden gnome. What am I going to do? Run up and poke him with my hat?
Maybe.
That is some nonsense.
I think it fits.
Well, at least since you like ranged combat, you can pick me up and throw me.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they have a paladin. If you want sword and board, there you go.
I'm not. I did not take fighter.
I know, Dan. Your eyes barely come up over your name.
I don't see it.
It's at the bottom of the screen. On the stream.
It's because it's delayed for us.
Oh yeah. No, it's there on the stream. I think.
Oh wait, should I be playing on my computer or on the phone?
On your phone.
Oh, well, I'm on the computer.
Oh yeah, I mean phone, computer, whatever. Web browser, however you want to do it. Ken looks like an angry chipmunk mage. Tom, you haven't chosen a character yet.
Yeah. Hang on. There's a cleric, wizard, sork, and a paladin left.
Or the lizard wizard.
Not bad.
Lizard wizard. Nice. Okay. All right. Round one. Here we go. Everybody's in. I guess at the bottom you have to click vote to start game.
Mine just says everybody's joined in.
Welcome to DungeonBox. I'm your dungeon master, Chester. My job is to turn your ridiculous ideas into a legendary quest. Your group will share the role of the adventurer and control a single hero's actions in the story.
No, you've got to watch the stream.
What did you want to call your adventurer? Write it from your phones.
I thought it was going to show everything there. Okay.
Should I unmute the stream? So I can hear it?
What would you like to name your shared adventure?
Once human.
Well, I think you just do whatever.
Would you like to name your shared adventure? Oh, like we have to come up with like the adventure name, or and then you vote on it.
I don't know. That's why we're doing this.
You write your name in, and then it's going to have you roll a die. A d20.
I rolled a 1 because, of course, I did.
Ten seconds left.
Oh, I may need to up the timer for this, though.
Right, because we'll be delayed, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I can.
Once human.
while it's-
Well, it doesn't mean
Gerberledge.
Rebirth.
Gamersledge. Crow.
All right, so I guess now we vote on the answers.
I guess I'll unmute the chat. In case there's any talking.
Yeah, sadly, I can't play this with glasses on. Okay.
Gamersledge.
Bravo.
Now let's check the quest board. What adventure shall we tackle today?
Oh my. Mm.
Excellent. Now let's begin the adventure. You'll have until the turn limit is up to finish your quest. Good luck!
I hate these gnomes. Ragson, the town blacksmith, shouts as you take the flyer off the quest board. This group of M keeps stealing my weaponry. You took the quest flyer to help me, yes. Tess. We need gnomes to fill the dungeon servant quota. Nah, I just took it to look at and then put it back. Yes, I did. Absolutely. Why are the gnomes taking your items?
Do we vote now?
Yeah, you vote now, and then if everybody finishes voting, Crow. Oh, okay, there we go.
Yes, I did.
Whatever you say.
Excellent. With your roll of 18, you're feeling confident and ready to tackle this gnome problem head on. Ragsun looks relieved. Good, I knew I could count on you. Those gnomes have been causing chaos under the town, tunneling into my shop and stealing my best swords. Be careful, those tunnels are full of traps and alarms. If you can recover my weapons and put an end to their mischief, You'll have my eternal gratitude. Good luck, brave adventurer. You now have a few options. 1. Follow Ragsun to his shop to get a closer look at the tunnels. 2. Head to the tavern to gather more information about the gnomes' hideout. 3. Look for clues around the town that might lead you to their secret lair. Which path will you choose?
I honestly don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, it's kind of like you can do anything. Or you could just say...
See if we can obtain some stink bombs and throw them into the tunnels to hopefully smoke them out at their base. Follow Ragsun into his shop, ducking below the table and grabbing a rat to gnaw on. 1. 1. 1.
Because I thought you were just supposed to press the...
Yeah, the number.
You can. But it's supposed to kind of be the... Like D&D in that you can do whatever you want to do. Or offer whatever you think the best option is. So there's nothing wrong with saying 1.
Okay.
Some people just like to be extra.
Extra. As I reach for the glasses that are not on my forehead.
Looks like a tie. Let's break it.
See if we can obtain some stink bombs and throw them into the tunnels to hopefully smoke them out at their base. Great choice. With a roll of 17, your plan to use stink bombs to flush out the gnomes is a clever one.
For this one specifically,
You head to the
I think
town's
you should
alchemist
move
shop, where you find a
video
variety
up
of
until, like,
potions
the
and
top left.
concoctions.
In the future.
After
In
some
the
quick
top where?
bargaining, you manage to
into the
acquire a
top
couple
left,
of potent
because
stink
we
bombs,
can't see
magical
what he's
devices
saying
designed
when he
to
says
produce
it.
a foul-smelling cloud when thrown. Armed with your stink bombs, you make your way toward Ragsun's shop, where the gnome tunnels are rumored to be nearby. Carefully, you locate a hidden entrance to the tunnels, partially concealed beneath a loose stone.
And for the record,
You take a deep
that was
breath,
something you typed
ready
in,
your
right,
stink
Mark?
bombs,
Yes.
and prepare to
And
throw
it's
them into
giving
the
you a
dark,
prompt
twisting
based on
tunnels. You
that,
toss the stink bombs into the
which
tunnel
is
entrance,
awesome.
and a noxious cloud
That's why
quickly
now
fills
it
the
is.
passageway,
And now it's
causing a
blocking the
cacophony
text
of
that
gnome
one. I have
shrieks
no
and
idea where we're
scrambling
gonna put
noises. The gnomes are clearly annoyed and disoriented. This gives you a chance to either 1. Sneak inside while
Sorry, what were you saying?
Now you're blocking the text in the scroll, so I have no
Yeah,
idea
that's
where we're gonna put you.
that's why. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're either blocking the NPC or you're blocking the scroll.
Let me try. There. Hopefully, I'll be out of the way now. Okay. Uh,
Ten seconds left.
To follow the sounds from outside to locate their lair. Follow the sounds of the crying gnomes, who wish they were as strong as me, a gnome
Maybe
fighter.
get a chance.
Sneak into the tunnel and begin stabbing the gnomes in the back. 1.
Hey Crow, have you voted yet?
Yes.
Okay. It's
It's
weird.
not me.
No,
It's me.
I
It was
was
me.
trying to figure out if the white outline means you've chosen or not, but I guess not.
Sneak into the tunnel and begin stabbing the gnomes in the back.
Excellent, my lord.
Yeah, that's
With a
pretty
roll
much
of
how Coyote
19,
sounds.
your stealth skills are on point. You slip into the tunnel amid the chaotic gnome shrieks and coughing from the stink bombs. Moving silently and carefully, you navigate the dark, twisting passages, keeping
Nice.
to the shadows. Suddenly, you spot a group of gnomes huddled around a pile of stolen weapons, their tiny eyes wide with panic. Without hesitation, you silently draw your dagger and begin picking them off one by one, stabbing swiftly and quietly from behind. The gnomes are caught completely off guard, their squeaks of surprise
GC,
cut
Jared,
short.
Thank you for the
Within
likes.
moments,
Welcome in,
you've
friend. How you
subdued or
doing?
driven off most of the gnomes in the immediate area. Ahead, you see a larger chamber with the gnomes sitting on a makeshift throne, likely their leader,
had sent gift
Grudbalov.
me X1.
Now, you have a choice.
Thank you for the heart
One,
me.
confront
That
Grudbalov
is
directly,
awesome. I appreciate it.
challenging him to a freestyle rap battle to settle the dispute.
Ten seconds left.
Ken, you got like 10 seconds left. Two
Yeah,
seconds
I
left.
can't type that.
Recover all the weapons and then challenge Grudbalov to a rap battle. Duh. Convince Grudbalov that you are actually the leader, and that he is actually your ailing father, and lead him back to the medical room. Pretend to be a gnome prostitute and get into Grudbalov's house. 1.
One.
These options are hilarious.
Convince Grudbalov that you are actually the
Ooh,
leader,
you got 20.
and that he is actually your ailing father, and lead him back to the medical room.
Amazing.
With a roll of 20, your deception is flawless. You stride confidently into the chamber, adopting a commanding
I
yet
love
compassionate tone.
Yeah.
Grudbalov, you say, I am your long-lost sibling, the true leader of these tunnels. Your health has been failing, and I am here to help you recover. The gnome leader, initially wary, seems to falter at your convincing words. His tiny eyes flicker with confusion and a hint of recognition. Father, he murmurs, clutching his chest as if in pain. Is it really you? You quickly gesture towards a nearby medical kit you brought along, suggesting that he needs rest and treatment. Come, Father, let me
Okay,
take
Mark,
you to
it's
the
a
medical room where you can recover.
What's that?
I've been throwing some pretty
Grudbalov,
random stuff
overwhelmed
at you.
and
It's pretty
confused,
good.
nods slowly. You gently guide him out of the lair, leading him toward Ragson's shop, where the town healer...
Sorry, what did you say?
Is my mic really quiet?
No, it's I can't hear you over the voice.
Oh, okay. I can't even hear I'm like 20 seconds behind you on the stream.
Gotcha. What did you say?
That the AI is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I actually didn't realize that there was sound.
Yes.
Yeah, the AI is not bad. I'm surprised.
Wow, we got it done in 5 turns. I'm pretty.
10 seconds left.
Anything else?
Oh.
Return to the
typed in
town and
questions.
ask the blacksmith for his daughter's hand in marriage since you've saved his business. Return to the town and ask the blacksmith for his daughter's hand in marriage since you've saved his business.
Excellent, my lord.
You make your way back to the town, feeling proud of your successful mission. Upon arriving at Ragson's shop, you find him busy inspecting the recovered weapons, his face bright with relief. You gather your courage and, with a heartfelt speech, ask Ragson for his daughter's hand in marriage, emphasizing how you've saved his business and brought peace to the town. Ragson's expression turns surprised, then thoughtful. He scratches his head and says, "Well, I appreciate your bravery and dedication, but I wasn't expecting that. I'll need to talk to my daughter about this." He pauses and adds, "Come back tomorrow, and we'll see what she thinks." While your bold proposal might need some patience, your efforts have certainly made a positive impression. The townsfolk cheer your success, and Ragson is grateful for your help in ending the gnome trouble. Would you like to do anything else in town or? Have you had shawarma? I heard there's a good place in town. Perform the mandatory shopping episode, where we each get a shiny new magic weapon or item. Return the next day to hear Ragson out. Go to the local sheriff and turn in Balpacalypse for tax evasion. I saw his wanted poster last week, and could use the gold for beard wax.
How dare.
Sleep like a little baby so you have plenty of energy for the next adventure. 2.
I'm not sure who wrote that. None of us have beard.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is if you want to vote for your own and not anybody else's, there's no way to do that and move the timer forward.
That's kind of like Jackbox, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. That's, I think, the only thing. I wish there was like a, whoever the quote unquote controller is could. I'll make sure to submit that whoever the controller is, or the game first person in, game master, whatever, should be able to move it along.
The host.
Yes.
Perform the mandatory shopping episode, where we each get a shiny new magic weapon or
I just
item.
look over and see Dan.
Return the next day to hear Ragson out.
Bravo.
The next morning, you set out to make the most of your victory. In the bustling town square, you visit the local merchant stalls and the wizard's shop, eager to upgrade your gear with some shiny new magic items. Thanks to your impressive roll of 17, the shopkeeper offers you a choice of fine enchanted gear, a shimmering +2 dagger with the ability to silence its wielder's footsteps, a sturdy +1 shield that glows faintly in the dark, providing extra protection, a mystical amulet that grants limited telepathic communication with allies. You select the item that best suits your style, feeling confident that it will serve you well in future adventures. After completing your shopping, you return to Ragson's shop the following day. He greets you warmly, and his daughter, now curious and hopeful, listens as Ragson speaks about your bravery and the gnome threat being finally resolved. He smiles and says, "Thanks to you."
Seconds.
10 seconds left.
I would like to talk to Ragson about the town's laws on polygamy, and how the 5 of us might schedule life with his daughter as her hue spans. How much for that wobbly sword? Oh, hey, that's not a sword, you 6'6" smith. Prepare the next quest. Accept Ragson's proposal and live happily ever after, at least until next week. 3.
I think it's easier to think of us as like a Transformers Gestalt.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Combined into one giant adventure. Uh-oh.
Looks like a tie. Let's break it.
Looks like you owe me money.
Prepare the next quest.
That's a good one.
Your legs, let's break
We're
it.
halfway through our quest. I hope you're on track.
With an impressive roll of 18, you're ready to embark on your next adventure.
Actually, I don't know that reference.
You gather
we haven't gotten
information
there.
in the town and learn of a mysterious, ancient ruin located in the nearby forest rumored to be filled with forgotten treasures and dangerous traps. The local lore speaks of a powerful artifact called the Shadow Crystal, said to grant immense power to whoever possesses it. Ragson's daughter, now your ally, warns you of the dangers but also expresses excitement about the potential discovery. The town's wise elder offers a map to the ruin, but it's incomplete, requiring you to solve puzzles and navigate treacherous terrain. Your options for your next quest are: 1. Explore the ancient ruin to find the Shadow Crystal. 2.
Hi, Monday, welcome in.
Gather a team of
We're
allies
playing a
from the
D&D
town
party
to assist
game.
in the expedition. 3.
Kind of like Jackbox.
Seek out a sage or historian to learn more about the ruin's history and traps. 4.
How are you doing this Monday?
Investigate rumors of a rival adventurer guild. Also,
It's Monday. I am playing Dying Light, the Beast.
10 seconds left.
Two. Let's go and put laxatives in the rivalry guild soup so they can't follow behind us. Go to the library and luckily pull out the one book that tells you everything you need to know about the traps and how to navigate the ruins.
Nice.
Seek out Narlathip, the historian, to learn more about the ruins' history and traps.
Looks like a tie. Let's break it.
Let's go and put laxatives in the rivalry guild soup so they can't follow behind us.
That was fun.
With a roll of 14, your mischievous plan to slow down the rival adventurer guild is just within reach. You gather some enchanted laxatives from the town alchemist, a rare potion that causes a humorous but inconvenient effect. Under the cover of dawn, you sneak into the rival guild's campsite and discreetly add the potion to their soup. As they sit down to eat, chaos ensues, goblins and humans alike scrambling and rushing off to the bushes. Their plans are delayed, giving you a clear path to the ancient ruin without interference. Now, with the rival guild temporarily incapacitated, you can focus on your expedition into the mysterious ruins. You prepare your gear, gather your courage, and head into the dark, foreboding entrance, ready to uncover the secrets within. Would you like to, 1. Proceed carefully through the traps and puzzles. 2. Search for the shadow crystal immediately. 3.
I also, after this one, will change the voice. I thought I already had, but apparently I had not.
Ten seconds left.
10 seconds.
Now since that's taken care of, it's off to the library to find the Book of Ancient Temple FAQs. 2. Have the wizard cast a fly spell on himself and tie us all beneath him to fly us all to the center of the ruins like a hot air lizard wizard. Have the blacksmith's daughter go ahead of you through the tunnel so if any traps go off, you are safe. Take Rag's son's daughter with us to explore the trap-filled ruin, making her wear a red shirt and go first. Plot armor while save her, I'm sure.
Can Moose have a second for snack?
He might.
Take Rag's son's daughter with us to explore the trap-filled ruin, making her wear a red shirt and go first. Plot armor while save her, I'm sure.
Don't cross me.
Only 5 turns left. Better finish that quest.
You decide to bring Rag's son's daughter along for the adventure, confident that her presence will be both brave and strategic. She dons a bright red shirt, making her easy to spot and giving her a bit of plot armor, as you jokingly hope. However, as you step into the dark entrance of the ruin, your confidence is tested. A sudden trap triggers, a hidden pit opens beneath her, and she plunges into the darkness. Fortunately, she lands in a soft patch of moss, unharmed but shaken. You quickly realize that despite your good intentions, exploring the ruin will require more caution and teamwork. Your plan to rely on her plot armor might not be foolproof, but her quick thinking and bravery are undeniable. Now, with her safely out of immediate danger, You can, 1. Proceed more carefully, avoiding traps and solving puzzles. 2. Search for the shadow crystal as quickly as possible.
What I like is that this alleviates some of the problems with AI, because AI will generally try and appease you, but making us vote on what happens next.
Well, and rolling.
Yeah, and rolling means that it's not going to have that problem.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds.
4. Proceed carefully, looking specifically for last Sunday's crossword. That thing was super easy, and I did it in the bath. Tell her she did a great job, get her out of the pit and then get her back to work in the front as we quickly locate the shadow crystal. Walk forward centimeter by centimeter to avoid traps, when you suddenly trip over the shadow crystal. You found it? Well, look at that. I accidentally stepped on this switch which opened this door, and look, there's the crystal.
I also like that you getting answers chosen gives you gold, which you can then spend on other things.
What did you spend it on?
There's an item shop underneath.
Proceed carefully, looking specifically for last Sunday's crossword. That thing was super easy, and I did it in the bath.
On my way.
With a roll of 8, your search through the ancient ruin is cautious but somewhat distracted. You focus on finding clues or objects that might resemble last Sunday's crossword puzzle, recalling how easily you completed it in the bath. While you carefully examine the walls for hidden compartments or inscriptions, you notice some strange symbols that resemble crossword clues. However, the traps and puzzles of the ruin are complex, and your attention drifts to the idea of solving puzzles rather than avoiding them. Suddenly, a faint glimmer catches your eye, a faint outline of a puzzle panel embedded in the wall. It seems like a riddle or code that might lead you closer to the shadow crystal. Would you like to, 1. Try to solve the puzzle or riddle on the panel. 2. Continue searching for the shadow crystal directly. 3. Investigate the symbols for hidden clues. 4. Call out to your companion for help. What's your next move?
Fireball.
Ten seconds left.
10 seconds.
Whisper under my breath, there's NP place like gnome 3 times, solving the puzzle on the panel and straightening my hat. We pick up Ragson's daughter and use her like a duster on the panel until it's clean and the patterns are clear, allowing us to solve it. Smash that stupid puzzle with your dagger. The damage causes the door to collapse and you now have access to the shadow crystal. The ancient symbols say you must put KTCHP on SEAK. What could it mean? up Ragson's daughter and use her like a duster on the panel until it's clean and the patterns are clear, allowing us to solve it. With a perfect roll of 20, your quick thinking and inventive approach pay off splendidly. You carefully lift Ragson's daughter, and with a gentle but determined motion, use her bright red shirt as a duster to wipe away the dust and grime covering the puzzle panel. As the dirt clears, the intricate patterns and symbols become perfectly visible. You quickly analyze the clues, recognizing a pattern similar to a crossword puzzle. With your sharp mind, you piece together the riddle, revealing the code needed to unlock the next chamber. The panel slides open smoothly, revealing a glittering chamber bathed in an eerie glow, the location of the shadow crystal. You and your companions step inside, ready to claim the ancient artifact and complete your quest. Congratulations! You've successfully solved the puzzle and are now one step closer to securing the shadow crystal. Would you like to, 1. Take the shadow crystal?
Ten seconds left.
10 seconds left. Two seconds.
Woo! There it is, as Ken runs in to hurriedly grab the crystal. You hear a sizzle and then see Ken become a flame-grilled mage. Throw the rogue across the room like a dagger, having him grab the crystal as he flies over it before crashing into the other wall. I make sure there are no other hedgehogs or echidnas around. Seeing none, we take the shadow crystal and head back to town. Swap the gnome fighter with the crystal, to keep the rolling ball trap from going off, and then escape the ruins.
This is amusing.
Swap the gnome fighter with the crystal, to keep the rolling ball trap from going off, and then escape the ruins.
Excellent, my lord.
With a roll of 8, your plan to swap the gnome fighter with the shadow crystal is ambitious but a bit risky. You carefully approach the crystal, and with some quick thinking,
that was my
you
only
attempt
roll
to swap it with the gnome fighter who
That
is
was my
still
favorite
dazed
when I
from
read
the
it.
earlier chaos. However,
Tis
just as you
time
try
I
to make the
subscribed
switch,
with Prime.
the ancient trap is
They've
triggered.
subscribed for 14
A massive
months,
rolling ball begins to
currently on
rumble
a
down the
10-month
corridor,
streak.
threatening to crush everything in its path. You manage to grab the gnome fighter and push him out of the way just in time, but the crystal remains in place. Realizing the danger, you and your companions race toward the exit, dodging falling debris and the rolling trap. With a burst of speed, you make it out just as the trap crashes behind you, sealing the chamber once more. You've escaped with the gnome fighter safe and the shadow crystal still in your possession, but the swap was only partially successful. You now have the crystal, and the ruin.
Tom, thank you for the sub.
welcome.
14 months. You are a rock star. Always appreciated, never expected.
I couldn't
10 seconds
see
left.
anything because it was like it suddenly started playing like a couple of
Yep.
ads.
Oh,
I'm like,
got it.
hey, what the heck?
10 seconds.
I knew the gnome was a little
So I
short-tempered,
couldn't
but
see
man,
anything
no
for
need to
5
get
minutes.
stabby. Go back to town and throw a party in your
And I
honor.
figured out why.
Tell
'cause
the blacksmith's
I forgot
daughter
my
that you
sub
appreciated her help, but you'd rather marry her father.
But you look.
Chastise the gnome fighter for only being partially successful as we head back to town to turn in our quest.
With throwing answers, there should really be a way to speed up the time or.
Right.
It is pretty impressive, though.
I think if there's a timer, it should be also on the other screen.
Generally they don't even do that for Jackbox, I don't think.
But generally, we're in the same room. I'm not playing 12 seconds behind you.
Chastise the gnome fighter for only being partially successful as we head back to town to turn in our quest. With a roll of 17, your chastisement of the gnome fighter hits just the right tone, firm but fair.
Dan.
As you make your way back to town with the shadow crystal, you turn to him and say, "You were supposed to swap the crystal with yourself to avoid the trap, but you only managed a partial success. Next time, stay alert and follow the plan exactly." He looks sheepish but nods in understanding, clearly realizing the importance of precise execution. The journey back is swift, and you arrive in town just as the sun begins to set. Rag's son is waiting outside his shop, excited to see you return victorious. He greets you warmly and welcomes you to share the story of your adventure. The townsfolk gather around, eager to hear of your success, especially about the trap, the puzzle, and the shadow crystal. Congratulations! You've completed your quest, gained a powerful artifact, and earned
Finally rolled a 20.
Nice.
Ten seconds left.
10 seconds.
Unform the adventurer gestalt and celebrate with my friends as we debate the merits of one wife, 5 adventurers, and revel in fun and fellowship. Stand very still in front of the store, and scare people walking by who think I am just a garden gnome, while the rest of the party celebrates like it's 1199. We came, we saw, we grabbed the crystal, end of story. Use the power of the shadow crystal to turn yourself into a mighty god.
Yeah, I guess mine just never has an outline of white.
Yeah, that I guess not, because you're the thief, I guess. But it is strange that you're the only one that does not.
Right.
Like normally when you haven't submitted an answer, it's the blank outline of a character. Oh.
Looks like a tie.
Somebody didn't
Let's
vote.
break it.
Use the power of the shadow crystal to turn yourself into a mighty god.
Wow.
Man, that's a good one.
With a roll of 16, you harness the power of the shadow crystal and focus your will to unlock its true potential.
That
The
seems
crystal
appropriate for
pulses
the
with
last
dark
one.
energy, and a surge of mystical power courses through you. Your body begins to glow with an ominous, shadowy aura as you ascend beyond mortal limits. You feel yourself becoming more than just an adventurer. You are transformed into a mighty being, a godlike entity infused with the essence of shadows and power. Your presence now commands respect and awe, and your influence can shape the fate of the world itself. Congratulations! You have achieved divine status, opening the door to new possibilities and adventures on a cosmic scale. Would you like to use your new powers to shape the world and aid the townsfolk? Seek out other powerful artifacts and divine beings. Return to your mortal form, now with enhanced abilities. Explore the vast cosmos.
Well, you've run out of time. Come by the tavern and play again. Let's see how everyone did.
Nice. Okay. So what did you think?
Yeah,
I like it.
never really been into like the Jackbox and stuff like that.
It's interesting how it takes your feedback and options and kind of helps that shape the story, but it also kind of, if it goes off the rails, it kind of steers it back.
I don't know. It didn't steer it back at the end.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, what do you think, Dan?
Jackbox is one of those I've tried to play online a bit, and I get really frustrated online. And I have the same frustrations with this. But for what it is and what it's doing, I think it's actually really, really neat and really good.
I think it's... I don't know what I was expecting, I guess is the best way to say that. Mm-hmm. Like, I think okay is where I would like throw the dart at this.
I agree.
Because it's, you know, it did kind of give us like the initial push for quests. Like it gave us a quest idea, which is good because that is something that AI is not good at. So having that curated and having it refer to that, I think that was good. And I do like that this can be funny.
Yeah.
And you can kind of go off the rails a bit with it. I do like that the AI does try to tell it into a story, because we're not talking about like huge context. So it's not going to forget between, 15 turn round. But I don't know what I was expecting, but it was something more, I think.
It was a little underwhelming.
I think for what it is, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think
I'm probably easy to please too. I was the most surprised when randomly someone wrote, "I want to propose to his daughter," and then it remembered that and continued that storyline.
Yeah.
Through multiple turns. I was really surprised. I expected each turn to be somewhat separate and for us to be the memory factor.
Right.
Not it.
Well, that's why I say I think this is, this is short enough that it will remember that context. and that's a good thing for it. I'm trying to figure out what I think my frustration is you have to have 3 people to play.
Yeah. I think there's less opportunity to be as funny as you'd like to be.
Yeah.
If you want to keep it in the story.
I don't even I don't mind a nonsensical story with my friends, right? Because I wasn't planning on proposing to the daughter, and we did, and that was funny. And then we used her as a red shirt.
That was hilarious, yeah.
Funnier. But it's so it's still an organic story that you're telling collaboratively, even though it's not necessarily what any of us had planned out in the beginning. So from that point, I think it's good, but I think maybe can I change the turn number? As it goes.
Probably. But the other thing I would say is I wouldn't come to DungeonBox with the thought that this is going to be a ChatGPT long run type game.
I didn't. How do I say this part? I think when I backed it, I thought it was going to be something else. I thought it was going to be more of a Jackbox kind of game, not an actual attempt to run a D&D session.
Mm-hmm. Right, same.
And so, it's good.
Turn limit was in general. You just passed it.
Yeah, I know. I don't think. Can I go lower than this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can
right
go
there
to
with
10.
the 15s.
Yeah, I can go to 10. And the funny part is, I already did change the voice. It just chose not to use it the whole time because I've got it on the Scottish accent.
Welcome to the Dragon's Breath Tavern.
I thought that would be funny for a, D&D game.
Yeah.
But it didn't use it. Do we want to play again?
I'm gonna be out.
Yeah, that's pretty much the answer I expect. Okay, we're done with this then.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I need to go take care of the dogs and all that before my wife gets home from work anyway.
But
no worries. Thanks for testing it out with me. Maybe we'll just make it a short stream, and that's what it is, and it's self-contained, and huzzah.
I'd say it'd be something to even though I've never really, I think I played Jackbox on console. No, not Jackbox, but I think I thought you meant you don't know Jack is what I was thinking of. But yeah, I think this would be something for to have if you just want a quick short stream or something, because we knocked it out in an hour.
Yeah,
and that's pretty good, especially if all of us were around on the weekend or everybody's day off.
Yeah, and it's
something casual when we're all bored.
Fine, I will go ahead and submit feedback on it since I don't know how many people they have actually trying
it. Yeah,
but
there's good potential there, though.
Yeah, there's potential there. I just don't know how to recommend. This is what I feel it's missing, right?
Right.
I can transmit the technical stuff,
right?
But I can't necessarily put my finger on. Here's how you make this a better
experience
product for what you're going for, because it's all right. But it's not I don't know.
Put it in context, it could be better if you guys were able to find a way to implement,
for example, I think it would be better if you could choose between a storyline quest like this, or more of a Jackbox style,
where it's just all chaos.
Yeah, but my point is I don't know. The whole reason I was intrigued in this in the first place is because I didn't know what a Jackbox D&D game
could be
looked like, right? Or what it would play like. And this was not that. This was more of a, hey, you have the opportunity to be funny, and we were all being funny,
right? But it steers your experience more.
And I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, right. But I would love to play a version of Jackbox that was Dungeons and Dragons, so maybe it's there's this monster. What would you name this kind of monster?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was gonna be.
I think
not
that
this. Yeah,
if they had two versions, right, where there is this quest version, or it's just that kind of thing, like almost like D&D trivia, right?
Yeah,
I think that could be a nice way to appeal to that audience coming in who's looking for that kind of experience.
Yeah, because that's kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah, same.
Not this. What is it? Drawful. It's not the draw. Granted, we're not drawing in this, but you know, kind of what you said. Like, what would you name this monster? And then everybody votes for the funniest one. That type of thing. Stuff like that, or
I think it would have been funny, kind of like along the same lines as Crow. That instead of like giving you a quest, do that. Like you have the AI, like the AI reads off your adventure to where we could just have it kind of like go off the rails a little bit, but it's a kind of like choose your own adventure, kind of like storybook. Like it comes up with like we say like, oh, we're gonna use her daughter, his daughter, and it goes with that and it continues that until like it changes.
Well, it
instead
did
of
that.
it just being instead of it being all about the crystal, like we could like forget about the crystal and like we heard there's like a dungeon full of like gold and treasure.
Yeah, truly open ended, not.
Yeah.
The problem that's where kind of I was talking about the problem with AI kicks in, right?
Okay.
Is that AI is designed to be people pleaser, for lack of a better phrase.
Right.
So if you do that, it's gonna take whatever the prevailing thing is and just run with it. But this way, because they have curated, some story tropes or story bones in this, it's not just like, for example, we become a god, interesting game kind of over at that point, right?
Right, because there was one more turn left, right?
No, that was the
that
turn,
was
luckily.
that. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Luckily, that was the last turn. But it would be like, it did ask us, what do you want to do now that you are a god? So that's also, I think, a problem is it doesn't realize its ending.
Right.
And, when we completed the first quest, it took us 10 turns to complete the first quest or something like that. And we only have 5 left. And it's like, do you want to just explore the town or do you want to do another adventure? There was no choice to just end the story because we were at a good stopping point.
Right.
So I think that's something else that maybe they can work on.
Yeah, because I would have liked it like with those two. Like I was the one that put like, oh look, I stepped on a switch. There's the crystal, and I think it was what you or Dan or I didn't see whose name it was. I tripped over the crystal. There it is, and we were on like step 10 or something.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been cool like to see what it does. So maybe next time we play or something, we could like try to like practice like. Put it through its paces.
Well, that's kind of my question, right? So if we on turn 1,
when it completed the quest on turn 1.
No, I mean when it brings up whatever the next quest is the next time we play, right?
Oh,
if we say I pull out the shadow crystal and examine its contents, is it going to derail or is it going to actually do that? That's kind of my question.
Right, that's true. Or will it even remember that was a thing from the previous one?
Well, I don't think it will.
Right, because at that point it would have dumped its memory.
Right, and so then the question is, it's going to roll with it if that's the one that's selected.
Yeah,
but if that's the case, you could just say, "I become a god," first turn, and I snap my fingers, and whatever the quest thing is comes to me, and it's like you've got to be careful because that takes all the fun out of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So,
but since this is a beta. Is it like one's human beta where it's like continuous, or is it only like a few days?
Oh no! So this is I kickstarted.
Sorry, I gotta go. The dogs are going nuts.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks.
All right, see you guys.
See you later. When I kickstarted this, there were multiple levels, and basically, for all intents and purposes, this is now in early access. But the only people who get access to it is actually like a closed beta. The only people that get access to it are the people who kickstarted at the level I did.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it becomes available to other backers for like a month and a half, 2 months.
Do you know if they're planning to put it on like console, Steam, just
It-
regular
this is-
PC?
This is on Steam right
this
now.
will be coming to Steam.
Yeah. So it's on Steam, and it is.
So it's still a work in progress. So it could be like 2026, 2027, something like that.
They're saying Q4 2025.
Really?
Yeah. And it's at I think this version is 0.4 is where they're at right now.
Oh, okay.
What did you have anything else, Dan? I know I'm trying not to make you talk a lot.
No.
Okay.
I think we covered pretty much all of it.
Okay. Good deal.
I'm actually really impressed. It was actually better than I expected.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. I'm saying I think I may have kickstarted it under the impression that it was actually going to be Jackbox for Dungeons and Dragons, and what we got is more of a AI run a short D&D session
Text-based
kind of thing.
adventure.
Yeah, which is fine. I've spent money on far worse things.
Yeah.
Cool. Then if that's the case, I think I'm gonna raid out to somebody, and we'll just call it a night there.
Alrighty. What time tomorrow? Like
10:30.
10:30 we meet up, or 10:30
No,
start?
10:30 start, because we got to do predictions.
Oh, it's a wrestling thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
On a Saturday at 10:30 in the morning. I'm not real pleased about it. And if I'm not pleased about it, the people who originally booked their flights to come in the afternoon/evening, because it wasn't supposed to start until like 4 previously, are double pissed, because WWE tried to counter program against their later start time, so they moved it up. And if your flight wasn't in yet, you're just SOL. They got to stop. Yeah, that seems like a problem, but yeah.
Yeah, because his backers and partners from HBO and everything, it's like, stop being scared. Just run it at the same time.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, they're not going nowhere right now.
Yep. So, all right, I put the raid message in the chat. If you are a sub, grab the second message. If you're not, no worries, grab the first one. We're going to raid over to Maliboy. He's a good friend of the channel. He is currently playing Metal Gear Solid. And we'll be back tomorrow for AEW All Out live reactions and review. Watch along, so join us for that. Happy to see you then. 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern. Until next time, as always, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Crow. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Ken, for joining and playing and hanging out. Until next time, as always, be excellent with each other. Of course, game on.
Game on.
Bye.